Welcome back, friend. I am really glad you're here for day 2. And today we're digging into something that so many midlife women struggle with, whether they say it out loud or not. So today we're going to be talking about nourishment on a deeper level. We're going to be talking about cravings, emotional eating, feeling out of control around food, knowing what to eat, but not being able to follow through, and feeling frustrated with a body that's changing in ways that you didn't ask for. If any of that feels familiar, take a deep breath. You're not alone and you're not doing anything wrong at all. So today we're going to talk about food in a way that brings compassion and biology and healing all in the same room. But first, before I get started, I want to share with you what you should have in your hands, and it's a mindful eating guide. I'm going to share my screen and hopefully show you what you should be seeing. Okay, so this is what you should have. It is the complete guide to mindful eating. This is an amazing tool for you to have. And it talks about all of the things that will just be game changer for you. This isn't about dieting. It's about learning how food can nourish your body and great for your hormones. So talks about mindful eating and intuitive eating, thinking about distractions when you're eating, hunger cues, the hunger scale, which we're going to talk about here in just a little bit. But what to do when you're stressed or overwhelmed. This is an amazing tool. I am so, so happy is in your hands. So if you haven't pulled this up yet, you'll want to do that after this training, okay? Let's stop share for a second there. Okay. Definitely pull that up. It should be in your email. If you are not getting that, please reach out to me and let me know. All right. So before we go deeper, I want to ground us here for a moment. There's a verse I love that reminds me that God is not shaming us into change, but he's inviting us into just care for ourselves. And the verse is, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." So we're not approaching your relationship with food from guilt or perfection, but from grace, healing, and support for a body that is doing the best it can, right? So I want you to realize that food is not the enemy. Food is healing. Once I wrapped my mind around this, and I would say I really experienced this transition in the last year or so, when I really started paying attention to what my body needed, and I saw how positively my body started responding in ways that released inflammation even more, released the extra weight that I had gained, and just feeling so much better. And food really was, like I said, not a diet, just being aware of how food nourishes you, right? And how it's healing. So here's something I deeply, deeply believe. Food is not the enemy. Food is a form of healing. In midlife, nourishment becomes one of the strongest tools we can have to support hormone shifts, to support our nervous system regulation, to support our thyroid and adrenal function, our mood, anxiety, sleep, our energy and our focus, belly fat and metabolism. So your body is not working against you. It's literally communicating with you. So when estrogen and progesterone begin to shift, your brain and nervous system Feel that change. I mean, we've had these hormones forever, right? Your nervous system and your brain feels that change. That's why you might notice things like more cravings for sugar or carbs. And if still having a cycle, you might struggle more with that. And again, you might notice emotional eating during the day, during happy moments, choosing food, or sad occasions, going to food maybe for comfort, waking up between 2 to 4 a.m., energy crashes. Any of this sounding familiar? You might notice anxiety, irritability, or tearfulness. You might notice belly fat that feels new or stubborn. You're not alone. You are not alone, friend. This isn't lack of willpower. This is biology, plus emotions, plus changing season of life, right? Hello, midlife. So cravings are signals, not failures. So let's reframe cravings, okay? Cravings are signals. So let's talk about this. Some cravings are biological, okay? It's not enough protein. How minerals or low minerals or electrolytes. You know, how your body, like all of a sudden you crave just like you need water. Or you crave a steak, right? Some of these cravings are biological. It might be blood sugar instability, cortisol spikes. These are all signals. Gut imbalance or candida yeast overgrowth. Did you know, by the way, candida yeast overgrowth feeds on sugar. So if you're craving sugar, that's why. It feeds on sugar, signaling your brain to go eat it. Let's talk about how some cravings can be emotional. Things like, I need comfort. I'm feeling sad. I need rest. I feel unappreciated. I feel disconnected. I feel overwhelmed. I need joy or pleasure. I need a moment for myself. And very often it's both. What you've been craving lately, and if you feel into it, what do you think your body or heart might have been asking for? Again, it's just about reflecting. It's about awareness. It's about paying attention. So again, I ask you this and write this down in your journal. What have you been craving lately? And if you feel into it, what do you think your body or heart might have been asking for? Maybe asking for comfort, joy or pleasure, a moment to yourself. Journal about that. Okay, I want to teach you a mindful eating practice that blends both practical and the emotional side of eating. So, next time you prepare a meal or a snack, I want you to try this, okay? And please give me feedback. Let me know. Your feedback is so important. Let me know what's working or what you struggled with. So, step one, pause before you eat. Pause. Ask yourself, is this physical hunger? Am I physically hungry? Is it emotional hunger? Am I feeling a certain way? Or is it both? Okay, so that's awareness piece one. And then step two, we're going to talk about a hunger scale. So I want you to pay attention after you have, said, is this a physical hunger or is it an emotional hunger? What am I feeling? Or both. Then I want you to go to the hunger scale and I want you to ask yourself, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, 0 equals starving, shaky, irritable, hangry, I'm so hangry. And 10 is painfully full. It's like, oh, why did I eat all of that? I feel so terrible now. Okay, so 0 starving, shaky, irritable. 10, painfully full. You don't want to be a 0 and you don't want to be a 10, right? Start eating at the time that you're a 3, 4, okay? So paying attention to that. Again, this is all awareness. Step 3 is slow down the bites. Put your fork down between bites. Take a breath. Let your nervous system catch up with you, right? And in the pamphlet, you'll see there's some tips on if you're distracted while you're eating, don't be on your phone, don't be watching TV. All of those things affect how your brain thinks you're not full yet, okay? So again, slow the bites down, put your fork down between bites, take one breath, let your nervous system catch up with you, don't be distracted during eating time. Step 4, taste the food. Texture, temperature, flavor, aroma, let it be satisfying. Smell it, right? That garlic bread. Let it be satisfying. Recognize it. Step 5, stopping at comfortable. Okay, so you're starting to eat around that 3, 4, right? We don't want to be a 0. We don't want to be a 10. So we start eating around that 3, 4 scale and around that 6, 7 on the fullness scale. And it's going to be glorious. Glorious. Not stuffed, not restricted, just enough. Can you do that? Food is allowed to be enjoyable. Pleasure is part of nourishment. Okay, so I hope that really, really helped you. So let's talk about a balanced plate, the hormone smart meal. One of the simplest and most powerful things you can do in midlife is build meals that include protein, fiber, produce, and healthy fats. This keeps blood sugar and cortisol steadier, which supports your cravings, belly fat, mood and anxiety, thyroid and metabolism, energy crashes, sleep, and brain fog. So your hormones love safety and rhythm, and food plays a really, really big part of that. So I'm going to ask you this and journal this. You'll also have this in your journaling day 2, some things to think about in the PDF that I've sent you. What is one change you'd like to try with your meals? Right? What about more protein? What proteins do you like? And more fiber. What healthy fats? Slower eating. But pick one of those to start out. So if I'm asking you, what one change would you like to try with your meals? Is it more protein, more fiber, more healthy fats, or slower eating? Pick one of those 4 to just start on today. All right, so again, I just want to bring up some of the supplements that I help midlife clients use. They just support what the body is already trying to do. Like I said yesterday with the triplex, it is supporting gut balance, digestion, inflammation, blood sugars, helps reduce sugar cravings as candida comes back into balance. It's so supportive for that. So then you don't crave the sugary stuff anymore. And again, like that X Factor vitamin helps with the hot flashes and the mood, the thyroid conversion of T4 to T3, PMS and hot flashes. Did I already say hot flashes for women? And balance. A product called Balance also helps you feel fuller for a longer period of time. So Slim HC, hunger control with Balance, both help you stay fuller a longer period of time. And then the Restore, helping that liver detox, that also helps increase our natural GLP-1 hormone, which signals our brains to know that we are full at that 6, 7 range instead of getting to a 10 and being totally miserable. So it's not about perfection. It's about giving your body support so it doesn't have to fight so hard. Some journaling and reflection that I want you to take part in, because again, this is very much, even though you're doing these on your own, I want you to take the time to journal and reflect. So again, it's in your PDF that has been given to you. I encourage you to do that. A couple of the journaling prompts are, what part of my relationship with food feels the hardest right now? So that's one. And another one, what is one way I can nourish my body and emotions with more compassion this week? Okay. And again, I offer that one-on-one coaching experience for you so that we can talk about these things and actually work through some of them. If you feel like you want that kind of support, please reach out to me and let me know, and we'll talk about it. So, you did amazing today. Such meaningful work. So, you learned why food feels different in midlife, how hormones, mood, and cravings connect. We learned mindful eating that supports the nervous system. Definitely pull up that PDF I gave you. You're going to learn so much from that. You learned how building meals that help regulate hormones, nourishing your body with compassion and not pressure. And tomorrow in day 3, we bring everything together with self-care that actually works in midlife. It's going to be so good. The nervous system, friendly routines, communication and relationships. This one is so key, being able to communicate in your relationships, if you're with your spouse, people closest to you, and honoring the woman that you're becoming in this season. Really falling in love with yourself again and giving yourself grace. So I'm so, so proud of you. Thank you for showing up for yourself, and we'll see you on day 3.